Korean people turn their real friends into internet friends. Whenever I meet Korean people for the first time, if they don't know who I am and I just get introduced to them and it's a fresh new Korean person I've never talked to, it's really fun for me because I get to kind of see a Korean person before they've heard all of my points of view on Korea or on America or whatever we're going to talk about. And one of my favorite questions I like to ask, and I'm asking you, the viewer, this right now. Who is your best friend? What is their name? Not just, oh, somebody, yeah, okay, carry on. Who is it? What is their name? Got it? Now, when was the last time you saw that person? When was the last time you saw that person face to face? And the answer could be quite depressing. And if you ever meet a foreigner who's not Korean, tell them your answer and they'll be shocked and a little depressed. Now, a very long time ago, I was not talking to my Korean friend face to face. Of course, it was on a messenger. And I was just telling her that I think Americans and non-Korean people do friendships kind of better than Korean people. And I know that's a very loaded, strong way to put it, but I was just having this argument with her, and she was, of course, denying and saying, no, and she doesn't take the shit lying down. She always fights back. So then finally I asked her, okay, who's your best friend? And she told me Park So-yeon. And I said, when was the last time you saw her? And she said, oh, well, 4 months ago. And it was like, damn, that was a long time ago. She was, no, but I remember this so well, and I'm not sure if it's true or if she was just trying to argue back with me, but she said, no, it's because we're such good friends. We don't need to see each other anymore. We don't need to meet in person. We can just message each other all the time, every day. And to me, that is extremely depressing. To me, that is basically taking a real life friend, which is a very precious thing in someone's life, and turning them into an internet friend. And what I mean by internet friend is someone you basically don't see very often, but you contact through the internet. I mean, maybe you have internet friends through Twitter or Facebook or through video games or whatever. And those friends have their place, and it's not like they're worthless. It's just real friends, people you can call up whenever you want and go hang out and have good, honest, human-to-human, deep interactions with are extremely valuable. And my fear is, in Korea, a lot of times, Korean people are taking real friends and essentially turning them into internet friends. Taking somebody that you knew from high school that you saw every day, or someone you knew from college that you saw every day, who you have a deep friendship with, and instead of meeting them at least once a month, or really, for me, I meet my best friend like every week, every weekend, that's the person I hang out with. Instead of doing that, you turn them into an internet friend, which is like, really downgrading the kind of value that relationship can have in your life. And I think there's two really big reasons Korean people do this. The first is just the structure of how relationships work in Korea. You have these 3 to 10 groups of friends. And for one thing, they never meet. And they come from different places. So some of your high school friends, your college friends, your 동아리 친구, your friends you met because you were in some program where you guys visited Australia for 3 months, and friends that you knew from some course you had to take after you passed some TOEIC test, and you guys all went to some hagwon together. You have all these circles of friends. You'll never introduce them to each other because that would be awkward. But then also it makes it so that you have to kind of cycle through all these friends every 3 to 6 months, I guess. And because of that, your best friends, the people you're closest to, they get into that cycle. And basically, all those friends are essentially internet friends. They're people you see maybe once every 3 months, but really probably once every 6 months. And that's super sad because, like I said, real friends are far more valuable than internet friends. And in the end, a lot of times Korean people just have internet friends. They don't have any more real life friends. And that's really sad. Number two, I think it's also the way Korean people generally see the world. There's two things in the world, and they're very black and white. There's things like work. Okay, work you have to do every day. You do it every day for 10 hours, and it could be, or it might be studying if you're a student, right? But the idea is that that is the thing that's very serious and very important, and you will sacrifice anything in your life for that thing, whether it's work or study. And it's very difficult. And then there's other stuff. And that other stuff should be extremely convenient, extremely easy, extremely nice. When you go to a cafe and you're not working there and you're the gogek nim, the air conditioner should be at the right temperature. It should be warm. It's always confusing when you're a foreigner and you go to a cafe and the Korean person says, oh my God, it's hot in here. I'm going to go talk to the employee and get them to turn on the AC. And you're just like a foreigner. You're like, why you? It's just a little hot. Why do you need to change everything? And it's because Korean people have this idea that when it's not work, everything should be convenient. I can't tell you how many times that Korean people tell me it's not very convenient when they're talking about something. And that's why it's so weird to us, because to us, Korean people are constantly going on about how uncomfortable things are and how hot it is or how cold it is and it does make it so there's like really good customer service. But this idea that everything that's not work, everything that's not study should be easy and convenient, I think makes it so that people turn their real life friends into internet friends. Because let's face it, it's really easy to message someone. It's much easier to message someone and just say some random shit to people than it is to actually set up an appointment or even just say like, hey, let's go out right now and do that, because you have to take a shower, you have to go travel, you have to go do whatever. And it is not as convenient as just messaging them. So Korean people, for these two reasons, because number one, this weird friendship circle thing, and because two, the way Korean people see the world, where they think there's work and there's study and that's super hard and I have to do that, and then other things should be very convenient. Because of these two reasons, I think a lot of Korean people take real life friends, people they met in a genuine, real face-to-face version, and instead of continuing the relationship like that, end up turning them into internet friends. And I just think internet friends are not as deep and meaningful and necessary as real life friends. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you hate this video, give it a thumbs down. If you love me or hate me, hit the subscribe button. I have a website, pakkede.com. You can go there, sign up for my newsletter if you want all the updates and to keep up on everything I'm doing. Also, all the scripts for all my videos are up on the website, so I highly suggest you check out pakkede.com. And of course, the most important thing of all, have a super awesome day.
창화 그리고 김유리 덕분에 저는 이런 영상을 만들 수 있습니다. 여러분의 지원 덕분에 이번 영상을 제작할 수 있었습니다.